Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, well, stuff always happens in everyone's lives, and those are the reasons that it's very calming, right? That I push lives up because stuff happens and then I can't get to right there the live to let you guys know. But welcome into WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976. All right. The information I want to show you guys tonight, first of all, we always are here to support the children. We're always here to bring justice to the Summer Moon Wells missing children, and that is the reason for my channel. That is the purpose, the reason I am here. That's it. And there's hundreds and thousands of Summer Moon Wells. There's one little summer moon that was introduced to me and all of you guys back on June 15th, 2021. It seems as if a lot of the creators have forgotten about Summer Moon. I find it very weird. Very, really weird. Sorry I'm eating, but I didn't eat my dinner yet. No one's talking about her. And there's like this new crave to discuss Sebastian, which everyone deserves justice, but I find it very odd on what's going on and how they are attacking the airwaves with Sebastian. What's even odder, more odd, is it's the same group of people that attacked Summer Moon Wells when Summer Moon went missing. It's the same people. Maybe we have a few new ones, but they were ones that were hiding in the background. Oh, I'm so hungry. I've had such a long day. I haven't been able to eat. This thing with Benny Keys that I'm going to talk about and show you some information on, it's not information on him. It's information that hides beneath many of Ryan Upchurch's videos from the past. Now, I have been trying to get his attention because I'm going to Tennessee. I would like to interview him. I would like to interview him as my first interview on my network. The information that I'm going to be showing you tonight is very prevalent and very important to the Summer Moon Wells cases. It just all matches, that's all. What I noticed today is I brought together Benny Keys and Ryan together. Now, the only reason I did that, these are both Benny's, these are not Ryan's, is because there's something that I want you guys to look at these pictures and tell me if you think something is strange. Ryan and Benny say the same thing all the time. It stood out to me like so loudly today. Looking ass, hey, looking ass, and these other noises I'm going to show you. I want you guys to look at this. Do you guys see that these are like two different faces? These are two different faces. that this doesn't make any sense. These were his mugshots in the same. This is a mugshot that's on the same report. When you go to different channels, the mugshots look different. How is that possible? You have one mugshot that goes on one report. Why is it that there are certain creators that show different mugshots? You guys, these are not the same. It's a big fucking difference. Look at it's the lip. Look at first of all, one has a beard, one doesn't. You guys, you understand that it's the same report? They have the same collar on. It's supposed to be the same photo. How is this allowed? How is it that nobody notices? Benny Keys, who are you? If you're someone that's doing this for good, great. Tell us so we could all stop fucking around with this shit. Right? There's that one. There's this one. Come on, open up. Hilarious, it won't open. Let me move it. Boom, okay. Let me put both mouths together. So, it's not Benny. It's not. It's just not. I have been showing you guys this for a very long time. These lips and this, same mugshot. No way. This is a whole different person. I call bullshit. That there, whew, different person. Look at this with the A. See what's above it, underneath his nose and on his mouth? See that A in there? So that's not Benny. This isn't the Benny we know. Those aren't his nostrils. And these aren't the Bennies that we know. Now, I wanted to get that out there. I would like to welcome everyone to WCAA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976. Welcome in. Hey, Muffin Top, my amazing mod. Thank you. You're so sweet and generous every time. I don't know. That's always on his lips. And people are going to make, comments about it, but something's wrong with it. I'm Bernie. Welcome. Rump along here. Lisa, Liz. I love when everyone comes in. Mary C, Connie, Colleen. Put your thumbs up as soon as you come on in, please put your thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. I'm trying super hard to stay on it. And Xanonymous, welcome, to get our numbers up. It's hard to read hers, it's upside down. Welcome in, upside down name. And let's get the numbers up. Let's, hi Flora, subscribe if you're sitting there and listening. Hi Marilyn. And put your thumbs up on your way in. If that is just something that you all could do, that would be great. Justice coming soon. Diana, how are you? Crystal. Sorry about earlier. Hi, Jean. Really am. I try so hard to, hi, Boston, to stay on time. And some days it's just easier than others. I think I said hi to Crystal. Okay. So we're going to go over a few things that I'm going to be going over things for the next 30 days that are going to lead us into CrimeCon weekend. I'm going to push for interviews. I have already sent emails to particular really big channels to ask if I can have an interview with them. And I want to interview them on the subject of deepfakes. Do they see it? Don't they see it? I really need to know if they see it or if they don't see it. And if they see it, why aren't they talking about it? Why aren't they talking about it? I'm going to show a lot of information on people that are located in Tennessee. It is not about Ryan. It's not about Benny. It's not about Don Wells. It's not about Tim Mullen. It's not about Robin. It's not about Candace. It's not about any of the people that I'm going to be discussing. Ryan finding truth. It's not about you. I will be pushing hard on these people. Trav time, I'll be pushing hard on these people because they should be in Tennessee the same time that I'm in Tennessee. And I'm going to push for interviews, and I will be over at the hotel looking for interviews and waiting for interviews to be had. And we're going to focus on why is it that nobody is coming forward when I show particular elements and photos that are super obvious. Here, that's not his hand. It's not his hand. Now, I say hands. Hands are one of the things I do. I really want the interviews. You guys push for them. And everyone's invited. Hands are one of the things that show up. Hands and fingers. Those are one of the main elements in these cases. All the way down through every case that I have gone over. And that's including the new ones, the Sebastians. Each and every one of them. Dog the bounty hunter? Absolutely. That'd be great. These fingers and these fingers and these fingers and these fingers and these faces that I'm showing you tonight and this information, I see a lot of familiarity between Ryan and Benny. More so than I've ever seen before. And that is because it's what's in the back of the cars and how the faces change. Now, those that are new, I know this looks a little creepy, and it looks a little odd, but when people sit, and I call it the fake cars, the back of these fake cars give information on what's going on with these victims. They always did, and they always will. Ryan Upchurch's car, as well as Benny's car, always showed victims. And the thing about it, you guys, is that throughout the video that I'm presenting at the time, the back seat of what's in the car, fake car, changes. So this is what I call a victim in the back of the car. This is what victims look like. Now I'm actually not saying it's in his car. We don't know if it's in his car. I don't know. All I know, it's telling me the story of what goes on with the victims and what happens to them at the end. They wind up in a tarp, and they wind up in the box, and they wind up looking just like this in a fake car. This here. Wait, let me crop it a little differently so you see. I want you to see the bottom. Okay. The bottom is just as important because this shows you that it's a box. And these boxes, which I call the number 5 boxes, are maroon trim. See? How is that in the car? Because it is deep faked in the car. That's called deep fake. These are victims. So I guess the question is, Ryan, ooh, you guys, I just got a really big spiritual message. One of you guys are listening. One of you guys are listening that I want to have an interview with. I don't get those messages often. I think this is only the second time it's happening. Wow. Wait. So one of you guys are listening. Big time. One of you is listening. Subscribe and come on and chat. You only have to subscribe for 5 minutes and come and chat. I know I'm really good at what I do. I'm really good at what I do. And my signs when someone is listening that I'm speaking to, I get it in my ears. And it's very powerful right now. And it's a wonderful feeling. It's not a bad feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. So I'm asking you to come on in. Because this is very dark shit, you guys. This is very dark shit. And let me tell you something. So what happens is my right ear is completely, at first it buzzes real, 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 real loud. And then my right ear goes silent. And that's what happened. As if almost like I have to like now hold my finger over my ear. This is very powerful stuff, you guys. What you're looking at is it's nothing to make fun of. Because I went back 4 years, and the reason I went back 4 years to his videos and Benny's is because I think it was 4 years ago that the Wells started planning this. I think the Wells started, oh my goodness. The Wells started planning this 4 years ago. Before Summer supposedly, allegedly, I gotta take my glasses off. Before Summer allegedly went missing. It's coming in strong, you guys. The scene was built. The play was made. The play was produced. Like, this is all coming through. This is just all. So what I do, you guys, I use my clairvoyance. I use my psychic abilities. I use whatever the fuck comes through. I don't understand it. I just do it. And I just spit it out in hopes that it brings justice. I don't know what's true, what's not true. I don't know. I don't know. I just do it. But 4 years ago, it wasn't the beginning of this, but there was a group that came in strong 5 years ago. 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago. I think maybe that's where they got the number 5. So I see 5 years ago, 5 to 6 years ago. 5 to 6 years ago, a group came together to execute this group. And there's a group, and it takes that long to create a group, you guys. They take them when they're young, and they're creating this group, and this is the group. Like a setting to a musical that takes years to produce, and then it produces. These girls that are in these pictures, I'm not saying it's them, but what I'm envisioning is when I look at this, there's different groups of children that are filmed during the films, you guys. So these children, you guys, are selected before they before they're missing, is what I'm saying. They're selected before they are taken. They're selected. They don't know if they're going to be taken or not. And yeah, they don't know, but it's like they're performing, you guys. They're performing, and the parents know. The parents know, and it's a preparation time. They're preparing. There's a preparation time. And then they're gone. And the parents don't have any information. You see? Yeah, she's a little panda. Like they They prep them. They prep them. And it's, I'm not saying Ryan Upchurch, quote unquote. I'm saying there are people like that look like Ryan, that are prepped. And these children are prepped. Now, I could put their faces up here because it falls under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976, and these are teenagers probably, I don't know. But this is what I see. I see that this is how it's done, that this is how they're prepped. That they're done like this, and there's faces that go, the deep fake on and under the faces. And it takes a while to create the perfect scenario, the perfect moment to take these children. Everything is lined up for them, you guys. It's all lined up. It's photos like this that help create the situation. You see, it's deep fake. It's AI. A lot of the videos that they use for these children's execution is AI. It's fake because these kids are already gone. This here, I'm sorry to tell you, but Ryan Upchurch, you're the one I want to interview. Out of all the things that I've done for the last, it's going to be 3 years, I've never said that before. Never had him as the number one person I want to meet and interview. Never. I would have said Don, Candace, Benny, any of those other ones. But my angels want you. My Summer Moon Wells Missing Children spirits, they want to hear from you. I don't know why exactly, other than they think that you could bring justice to the table. They say you or Benny, or maybe you and Benny are the same character. You see, there are characters that play these roles, you guys, because they can, because of the deep fake, because of the deep fake. But when I see elements in the exact same spot, this tells me nothing more than the children saying, oh yeah, Lori. Yes, Lori. Like, this is who I want to hear their voice. Even if I say nothing, they want to hear his voice. They want to see certain people. They want to see it, and they want to hear from them. And here's become priority. There's nothing to hide. He could be a very big. So all of these faces come from Ryan's video. We see lots of people here. This isn't the Ryan we know. But this is the Ryan sitting in the car that has different faces. This is the same Ryan that's in the video, but yet, who are these people that are showing up on the top? Who are these people? What the children are saying is, this has become priority. And they're telling me that the videos from 4 years ago is where I need to go. Because this here, the most familiar face to the children, the most familiar face, it's right here. And that is not the Ryan Upchurch we know. But listen to me when I tell you, it's the same video. You see? You see what I'm saying? The children have spoken. They have asked for the truth to come forward. They have asked Ryan Upchurch to come forward. Out of all the work that I've done, I had no idea that this is where I would be. None. So if in fact he doesn't know that this is in his video, I'm telling you, it's in your video. These are frames. This is what it's called. So those that don't know what I do here, these are called deep fake. And deep fake are layers beneath the deep fake, which is the top layer. I call the top layer deep fake because I don't give a shit about what they're doing. That's their crapola. These are frames between frames. This is not the Ryan Upchurch that sings. And this is not the Ryan Upchurch that sings. Now, the one to the left has a woman, well, I see a woman screaming. I see a woman screaming bloody murder. And this is what the Idaho 4 do in their videos. And this is what they do. Reminds me of the Idaho 4. There is a reason for everything that I show and do. Ryan Upchurch is this video from this is from 4 years ago. To me is like a collage of all the faces that I look at. This is like a collage of the people that I follow. Faith Davidson. Oh, that's such a small photo. Wait. Faith Davidson is another one that I follow. And believe it or not, I see all these pictures of him in here. And it's actually blowing my mind. I see these pictures. I see these. I'm seeing this person. And I'm thinking about Benny, and I'm thinking about a lot of people. Like this. Think about this, and this one. This picture to me is so intense. It's the guy in the corner. The guy in the corner. I always said, that guy's so important. And that's what I feel I'm watching right here. Like, I feel like I'm looking at this. Because this to me is they're like women. It's like men, almost men dressed like women, and they're men. Like, but they put makeup on. But I do feel as if they're men. Throughout the video, Ryan's hand is holding a really big red heart. That's what I see. In the hand, again, is another, just another way that the children show the elements. That's all. Now, is he really holding the heart in his hand? I don't know. And these are the questions, you guys, because there's so much deep fake. And there's so much AI and there's so much screwing with videos that you cannot point fingers at anyone individually. You cannot. You can't. You do know that Benny was arrested for impersonating other people. That was one of the reasons he got arrested. Allegedly. This is his hand. In the video, he's just waving his hand, but what I'm doing here tonight, you guys, is I am begging and praying for one of these guys to come forward. I know that these aren't tattoos that are on this dude's arm anymore. 4 years ago, but this isn't on him anymore. I would notice the number 5 and I would notice those stars. Like, I would notice this. See the number 5? Do you guys ever see that on his arm? So, these are the faces of Ryan Upchurch in the video, you guys. These are the faces that are pronounced throughout the video. This is hands down. You cannot tell me that this is him. The corner photo has the elements on their fingers. The other thing, and obviously it's not her, but I always think of Michelle After Dark. Like, these faces show, like when I look at this, I see Michelle After Dark. What does that mean? Nothing. It just means go to Michelle After Dark's videos and grab information that you believe will bring justice. So, frames between frames show a different story. Frames between the frames hold a whole different story that I'm supposed to see and tell you guys about. There are sacrifices that going on right now as we sit here and discuss sacrifices. These sacrifices are happening underground. These sacrifices are happening in places where they go in these fake cars and they need to be rolled in, like they're taken there. And they are 110% protected. These places are protected. And you just don't go walk into them and find them. This is supposed to be Ryan's car. What I see is not the car. What I see here is a fake car, and I see the box in the back. Like these are victims. And see the back of the car now? Look at that little sliver of information. It's not Ryan Upchurch's car. No freaking way is that his car. It's not. But throughout the video, that little section that gives me opportunity to show you guys what this looks like appears, and it changes throughout the video. So as the video goes by 1 second, that little sliver, let me point it out with my little red thing, this right here, and underneath here, changes within split seconds. And if I could grab it within the frame of the frame, it will tell you about this person that is being brutally sacrificed. You see? Look at this face. It's not Ryan, you guys. And there are layers of faces to the left. And where you need to look for the smallest of the smallest is right in here. And what I'll do is pop that up for you. So this is where the small corners give spirit information. Right here. Because what it's saying to me is just recognize me. See me. See me. See how it looks like a snake under his eye? Right under his eye and his neck. It's the same thing always. It's like a snake looking thing. That's what it looks like. And that's what I call spirit. And that's what looks for justice. And just by recognizing that we see it, brings justice to the children. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. A tough pill to swallow. This is a funny comment. This is a funny comment. Ryan Upchurch is too busy trying to keep his business afloat with all his bad publicity and a newborn on the way. So hundreds of thousands of children have gone missing this way. And what I'm telling you is he could help solve what's going on here and tell the truth. This here, I mean, I don't know who you are, but why is it that you would make an excuse for someone you don't know and make an excuse that's so weak? That's very weak. Oh, sorry, I can't speak to you. You do know that this is not true. Like, I know this isn't true. I know this is not true. This isn't true. This is just, so my question is, why would you say that? Like, what makes you want to say that when it's not true? Unless he just called you on the phone and said, hey, dude, listen, I'm too busy to help find missing children because my wife's pregnant. I mean, that's just not a true sentence. So I don't even know how that would come up. Because by the time May 29th rolls around, there's going to be so much information that I will have put up here. Like, that is so not true. Like, that's just a not true sentence. That's just weird. It's just weird. No offense. It's just weird to say that. Look at this. We have victims under his head. We have victims under his head in his videos. In his videos. And I'm not going to stop showing this shit. Because this isn't Ryan. This is not him in his video. He might be there on the top layer, but he sure as shit is not on the bottom layer. So let's never speak for someone that has such an opportunity to help these children. Don't speak for him. You go get him here. You go get him here. Because that ain't true, dude. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is somebody underneath his face, underneath Ryan Upchurch's face is this. Is this. So this dude better make time, right? But we don't know. You just spoke for him. So that's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not Ryan. This is a sacrifice. Who is doing this to the people? It's under his head in his video. This. And it doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. It shows a lot of stuff. These are the V's. This is a lot of stuff. And the reason I show this, you guys, it's not about the creator. It's about the creator acknowledging what is in their video and helping, and to come to the table and help bring justice. This is clearly a Summer Moon Wells sacrifice element. I've been showing this for since June 16th. This exact thing here. The white thing with the V, this whole thing. This is what we call the machine. These are the sacrifices. right here. And I just think it would be so strange for someone on such a big platform and someone who once in a while injects himself into these things. He injects himself in a way that it's the same. The way he injects himself is the same script every time. It's the same script. And the script is the silliness that allows for deepfake to be placed between his layers. So his silliness and his movements and everything up and down, blah, 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 like Ziggy does, gives opportunity for this to be placed in the video. And why is that? Because it's the movements they're making. You guys, I've been studying this for almost 3 years. It's the movements they make that allow this to be placed between the layers. I could easily tell when a video has it in there. Because it's not a video just stays still. The ones that stay still and calm and stay still, totally different. All of his videos have the same response. They have the same script, same movements. And what are those movements about? Those movements allow for this to be placed between the silliness. It's just called silliness to me. Noise. And as soon as I see that back and forth, close up of the face, hand movements, jerking back and forth, rolling around, I'm like, all right, well, this video has a lot of shit in here. This is a sacrifice. This is a sacrifice. This video, I think maybe this one was maybe 6 years ago. I don't know if it was 4 years ago, but this photo here was very heart-wrenching to me, actually. This one. I find this to be very sad. I find a lot of sadness in here. His face is painted white. I find a lot of sadness. It's something about it is sad to me. Very sad. See? And you guys have seen this white face before. Molly Golightly. And it's there. It's very crystal clear. It's very crystal clear. It's let me crop in. It's something that wants to be shown, and I feel when there's a white face like this, there's a sense of knowing. There's this, it's recognized by others, and it's there's a stillness, like a lifeless, like lifeless. I feel like when people look at image like this, if this makes sense, this is like a Kylie Rodney. This is what these images look like in the box. Like this is stillness. I don't feel movement here. I don't feel breath. I don't feel like this is a living thing. Like when it gets to this point, I feel like it looks like this, like a human face, but I don't feel life. I don't feel any, I can't explain it, like any life from it, you guys. Like it's totally still, like stuck in there, like, and its eyes are open, they're not shut. But this is actually, when I come to think of it, this is how Kylie Rodney looked in Summer Moon and Michael Vaughn. Let me brighten this up. These are kind of like, yeah, a shell. Yeah, like a shell with, see? Nothingness. Nothingness. And I'm sure there's a ton of information in here within the smallest of the smallest, but that's not, I'm not going to do that tonight. I want to show you how 4 years ago, Ryan Upchurch's video here, I think this is the Wells property. I can't even imagine whose property this would be, but this is what the Wells property looks like today. Even has the bus, and I'm not, if this isn't the Wells property, then it's an AI that they all use, because I know the Wells property, when they keep showing the property, it changes. But this is just like the front of the Wells property. It has all this shit in front of it, the refrigerator. This to me is the same. It's got the RV, it has the bus. How many properties have a bus on it? They don't, you guys. They don't. The properties don't just have a bus on it. So when I saw this video, and I'm going to show it to you, I still have to show you video, I was like, what the fuck? This is like how they showed the Wells property. I'm telling you. This is how they showed it. And again, it's like from, see, it's like on a plexiglass, and then there's the maroon thing, and like someone's face is hiding underneath. It's just very fucking creepy. Let me show you the face on the bottom. Hiding. I'm going to brighten it up so you can see the face on the bottom. So it's as if they're hiding under the ground. So this here is a face. You see? In the corner of the fake car, it's a head. As if it's under the car, there's the window and the frame. And to me, that's the Wells house. But do you understand that that's a freaking little girl? You see that, right? It's a little girl. And the head, right there, is how it's portrayed with Ryan in the fake car. And we don't know. It's just like this. Because Ryan is the deep fake over the face. It's like under the ground. Under this. So what it's telling me, that's a plexiglass. And this is how they take them, you guys. I'm sorry. Take them. It's under the ground. It's under the cars. It's hidden. It's hidden. And I'm sorry, but this is Ryan's video. And this is the Wells property. Allegedly. But look. I believe that this videos and all this shit starts to be filmed 4, 5, 6 years in advance. Totally scripted out. There's so much information in here that the authorities could use to go dig and to go look at these properties, but they don't. I'm not saying, oh, I'm seeing, I always use this as an example, dead people floating around and I see them floating over the rooftop. I'm not saying that. That's not how I work. That's not how my clairvoyance and my medium work. That's not what I do. I'm telling you where to go look for these kids. Follow the elements. Follow the elements. And God help you guys. You're using dogs as sacrifices with these kids. And let me tell you something. There's going to be a group out there that's going to give a shit. They're going to give a shit. It makes a difference. There are people that do care and they care and they don't care if you're saying you're doing this for sacrifice. It's not like, oh, okay, oh, they could do that with the dog because it's for sacrifice. No. No. I want you to listen to this. This could be Benny Keys' voice. Listen. Long neck ass
ass, shiny forehead, 5 head almost looking ass, praying mantis in an XL blue shirt looking ass, Slenderman who ain't even scared, hey, Slenderman who gets scared himself looking ass.
I think if I play it this way, you'll be able to hear it better. I think that my other videos echo. It's really weird. But let me play it a different way. I'm going to play it from my laptop. Okay, here we go.
Long neck ass, shiny forehead, 5 head almost looking ass, praying mantis in an XL blue shirt looking ass, Slenderman who ain't even scared, hey, Slenderman who gets scared himself looking ass. If you put a lamp on your head, cell phone tower looking ass, motherfucker. Fucking little fan in the corner that goes like, looking ass.
That's so
Drumstick
Benny.
looking ass.
And all this crap and threatening to come hunt me down and do all that bullshit.
Okay, it's like so Benny to me.
Here's the thing.
Yay! We're so excited for you to tell us about the thing.
So this is just so, it's the words. So when there's this is how I do it. I'm not going to show you on this one, but with all this movement, this is what I mean by all this movement he does. It gives opportunity to put layers in between layers. And it's throughout this video. And that's what we look for. Now, the other video, and I know this probably sounded better. This video is an important one. I selected this video tonight to be part of the end of this presentation because this was from the beginning. This was in the beginning of the Summer Moon Wells case where there were telephones allegedly that weren't being handed in. But more importantly, I want you guys to listen to the words that Benny is saying. I'm going to stop at particular points. And you're going to see how important they are. Listen.
And, man, it's like I saw all these great minds together in one place. And I started to see how really jacked up this community is, you know. And of course, you know, I play a role in all of that too, you know. I think that I'm different, but really I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm the same. I'm the same as all the rest of them. You know, I think that a lot of people don't understand. I said very early on, you know, that when you do this, you have to do it in a way that's tactful.
You use the same way.
A lot of people will say that, oh, it wasn't tactful what you've been doing. A lot of people can see the design. They're like, yeah. But like the insanity has risen to dangerous heights, dangerous pressure. I mean, people think I'm a fucking organ trafficker. I must seem that intelligent. I mean, my mom's.
That's so. Okay, continuing.
I am the only one who cares. I can't even say. I mean, it's just. And it just is. It's just right there. It's just right there.
Are you on the line?
Yeah. It's just right there. I've sent it in. There's been no change. And I don't know why. We're just not freely coming forward and saying, you know, there could be a wealth of information somewhere. Please come take a look at this information. And maybe if someone asks you about the wealth of information, you don't want to talk about it or you don't want to be involved in the wealth of information, then it certainly could seem uncooperative. I know I'm trying to be cooperative to bring the little girl home.
This is where I'm just oh, my mic. Did I just mute my mic? No. This is where I'm slightly confused who you are and how you fit into all this. And also, thank you so much, Allison.
I kept moving it to get to the parts.
So I have that thought that
Jasmine sent a link already. All right, let's see what Jasmine says. Time-stamped. Here we go. Which one should I click first?
And thank you to this guy, Aaron Mull. He's
All
got
right,
a
what
great
is
channel.
this? Time-stamped. I don't know what he's saying here, but let's play it.
but you gotta look at the way that looks, right? Like, so I'm not the anything, but I'm like on the other hand, right?
Okay, so he's talking to Candace Wells about the telephones that they didn't hand in. So those who don't know, in the beginning, there's a confusion about telephones, but I know that there's certain telephones and things that they use as part of their equipment. And I think Benny knew about that. And I think he was asking her to hand it in.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So, you also got to understand that the night that you hung up on him, on the phone, remember you told me you had a big old blowout with Donnie, you hung up on him and all that? That next day, they came. The next day, they came to search. So, I had that thought that Donnie was over 4 days. And so 4 days would have put it back to the first day of searches. So you haven't talked to Donnie since the first day they came to search. No, I have not. Does that seem strange to you or no? I don't. I'm not here to make you leave on it. No. Does it? It really fucking does.
What's he saying? It's so hard to hear. Jasmine, if you want to text me on Twitter exactly what that was about.
No, I did not. I'm not like that. Well, I don't go to my phone because that's not right. Do you think that this situation is different? And that maybe different? I think it's way different. I think that this situation together, and for him to say that
Went to jail. Apparently, Tim Mullen, who is apparently the media manager, I don't think that's even up for debate. I think Tim stepped in and created the website for the Wellses and all that, the Summer Wells website. They're talking about Don's phone because I think Tim had Don's phone, made a copy of it allegedly on his computer. I don't know, but he's trying to get Candace to take Don's phone in.
operative, here's the phone. This is his phone. If there's anything in it, have they ever asked you anything about the phone? You haven't talked to him, right? No, I haven't talked to him at all. That's the thing, Candace. I do believe you're thinking along the right terms, the right lines. I think that right now, you do have to create some space between you and Donnie and Tim. I don't know what the fuck they got going on, but the two of them, the two of them, they're sick of seeing the two of them. So, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. But
See, this is where it does get confusing though, because it's like he should be telling her this offline. Like, I don't know, because Tim is going to see this. It's just like, this is what creates that like hostile environment, is when you just like see working undercover. My guess, he is playing undercover because his other hobbies may have been illegal and he's paying a debt. Interesting. Who's to say? Okay, right here. Okay, that is you. I'm going to DM you the number, Kira. I'll keep this playing for a moment.
it doesn't seem like you're on that team anymore.
Okay, so watching where he walks through here, this whole area here, matches the area that they played in Candace's video before Summer went missing during the fireworks in their backyard. This is the area that totally matches a video that was created before Summer allegedly went missing. And I said that's Benny. It's Benny walking, that's Benny. And when those who have seen that video, when you see this piece, you're going to know what I'm talking about.
Right? So, I don't know. Like, Tim used to tell me everything.
Right here.
And for him to not have discussed any of this with me, like, it's way more than just getting the videos off the phone. It doesn't, like, that's not the way that works. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you don't. Yeah, so I don't know what you think about that, but you know, in the event that your husband did have something to do with it, like it would be helpful for Summer if there's data on that phone. It's going to be helpful if Tim is deleting something off the phone. That makes it a problem for Tim now too, because that would put Jim in the mix, right? I mean, in order to get these boys back anyways, they told you, you gotta create space. You gotta make distance between you and Donnie.
Anytime I have a video of Benny walking like that, this is where I go into the middle of the frames, because that is where I get information to show you guys. So this here, where he just did all that walking, is where I would get and show you guys information. Benny, see, look at his chest. Has this video right here is a critical video from the beginning, because the information in this video matches a lot of information in videos that were created before Summer went missing, as if they were all put together like a play. I want you to look at this section right here. See? Those are things that come and go depending on where you stop the video. The face changes. The information changes. And it changes the most, see, within the movements of these crazy movements And what shows are the elements. And they're always up here. They're in the corners. They're in the corners as if they're placed right in this section. Right here. Right in that section. So when I go back to these old videos, the information is really good. See? See how this is a picture of a victim laying down. Benny isn't laying down. This isn't what Benny looks like in this video. You see this? See this? It gives information on what happens. This video is so messed up, and I know it's messed up just by looking at it this way. There's like 5 different locations that are put in one video. Like, this is supposed to be his garage, but the garage door's open. And here it's closed. Right, so this is what's called deep fake. Because not the stuff that winds up in here is like fake. Fake. That's all I could say. It's right in here. Right in here. This right in here is what matches. This is what matches the night of the sacrifice. And the night of the sacrifice was the night of the fire. And the night of the fire was before they said Summer went missing. And it was on Don and Candace's video. And this is the scene that was in there. I have it. I'm not making this shit up. It's in there. Same outfit, same hood, same cigarette, same everything. Right, it's a different person. That's why you don't know who's who. Whose story is this? I still got a story to tell. And this is the fire. You see? That's fire behind him. This, to me, is the Summer Moonwell's sacrifice. Period. Period. That is not him lighting a cigarette. That is not him lighting a cigarette. Do you guys see what I'm saying? There's story here. And it's the story of the children. The story of the children. The words are just put in there, but when you see a video like this, you must look. And it's ones that move around and around. Anytime Benny moved like this is what went on in his videos. That's why I picked on him. Because this is what's in his videos. Let me take a picture of this because this is important. This is important. This is fire. That's fire, you guys. This is what you saw, exactly what you saw in Candace's video of the fire. Let's see. Fire. fireworks. This is it. So here are the fireworks. Oh, that's not going to be big enough. I'm going to have to... This is what I mean by fireworks. Oh, well, that's really small. That's the fire. That's the fire. This is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to put it on here. Move this to the side for a minute. This is the firework. This is what I'm talking about. This to me is what he's showing. And this is the fire. That's the fire that they're showing. But I want to find the one with Benny in it. Let's see if it's in this one. Fingers. That's how they always have the fingers are always placed like that. See the placement of the fingers? Let's see if there's... There's that one picture that I want of Benny. I'm calling it Benny, allegedly Benny. But this was one of Candace's videos before Summer went missing. Oh, here's 2023. Oh, I have a lot of different fires. Fire 2? The hell? All right, well, this is what I'm talking about. Let me close this down and show you this again. Okay. Come on. Get rid of this. Okay. All right. So this is what happens when you stop in between those crazy things. You see that it's not what you think it is. There we go. So there are answers in here, and see that there. See how that turns into fire. These are sacrifices. And these kind of frames are in Benny's videos. And Benny's face, along with Ryan Upchurch's face, they just change. And I have, like you've seen, all these different faces of Benny. I have them. But this video shows clearly all of these different sections here. These are boxes. See? And there are answers in here. And sometimes you stop and look. Look in here. These are rooms, you guys. These are rooms behind the plexiglass. And he walks in these rooms all the time. See? See this? This is the equipment. Benny has it in his videos. This is plexiglass and this is maroon box. Whatever is in there is what I see all the time. See? It's not a figment of my imagination. It's right there. And there are a couple people that know what that is. That's not something that is in his house. Come on. That's not in his house. But when you stop and you look at the videos, you see the rooms. You see you see it's not his house in the background. And what I call the deep fake is what's on top. He's supposed to be sitting down right next to the garage. See this? That's not the garage door opened anymore. Soon as he sits down, it changes. Once in a while, the fake frames that are between them show. Now he sits down. Look. Look what that looks like. It's not what it looked like before. And then here. That summer moon well sign followed Benny in so many different, it's in so many different videos, that summer well sign. And then it was gone. And when they go to play with the camera, that's another one. And this here, the face images just change. The facial here changes. You guys, the information that is in these videos just is not being looked at. Like this. It's just not. It's not. Though his hand, let me show you something. What's on his hand here, on his arm, it doesn't look like that, is all I could tell you. I'm going to show you. That's a whole different face to me. Like, I'm so good at recognizing his face. Like, it's crazy. I think I've just looked at it way too many times. I think a lot of people have. He's made himself, like if you were one who watched his channel, he's made himself centerpiece. So if you didn't want anyone to recognize shit and look at it, we did. We did. It's just what we did. Let me show you this screenshot. Here it is. So this here, this reminds me of Kylie Rodney. This to me. Yeah, look at this. So look at this. See, this is his hand. I turned it upside down, and this is... Why is it that the authorities do not look at this as evidence? This is what it is. This is evidence, and this isn't like when I show things like this. These are, you see what these planes are doing? I like looking at it this way. You guys, this is so obvious. This is so obvious. I mean, this is his hand. All they need to do is look. There are several pieces of information in videos like this. See, they just see how it's just... I just see it. I mean, I just could keep sitting here saying, oh, do you see it? You see it. But the face here is just a different face. I mean, this is where I get all the different bits of information. In this room, where'd those crosses come from? You guys, those are on this. You see this? I'm sorry, this is the sacrifice. I'm sorry, you guys, but those are on, that is on brand new plaster. So when he says I would do anything but plaster, that's brand new plaster with crosses on it. And you see where his head is? Like, if that's the top of his head, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. This here, correct. This here is an issue for me. Yeah, this is an issue. This is an issue. You guys, big time. Look how clear this is. I'm telling you, these are, I'm telling you, these are sacrificial rooms. These are rooms of sacrifice. I'm telling you, look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is a video, and this is Aaron's video, and I already said credit to him, because it's not really his video, it's Benny's. So there's Benny. So what they're saying, that doesn't even look like Benny. So this is where he says Benny gets super mad. It's like he's two different people. Aaron Moll says that because they're showing two different people. This is the person that's all pissy that has the crosses above him, and that's not the Benny that we know. Look at his face. Do you see what I'm saying? This situation here, boom. So where are those crosses? In the room that we've been looking at for 3 years, for 4 years. Those would be right in front of him. You see? They're not. Those are nowhere in the video. Nowhere in the video do we see these. Do you see what I'm saying? This is never seen. So they would be, because they switch rooms, and these are deep fakes. See, Summer Moon Wells is it's like there's someone sitting closer to her. See, it would be someone. It would be a deep fake. This person is over there. Benny is over there. He gets all pissy. Let's see if we see them again over here. See the hands? Look at the hands. Look at the hands. Look at the hands. Look at the mouth. The teeth. See that? See that, you guys? So you see his hand here? This would be the same thing I showed you from Ryan Upchurch. The hand with the heart in it would be right here. This would be the hand with the heart in it. That's the same thing that I showed you. I don't have it up here. On Ryan Upchurch's. See how the tattoos are different? That movement also is one that I look at. See his teeth? Let me show you. There are no teeth. This is See? No teeth. There are no teeth there. There are no teeth here. And it's right here. Like different people. See his teeth? There are no teeth. Look. Look at his mouth. Look at his wrists. This really bugs me. See, where are those? See in the little picture here, this little teeny one is the poster behind him. If that's his head, so to me, those crosses would be above him. They'd be above him. So see, there's a lot in between. There's a lot in between these videos. And which one is this? In order to find them, here, I'll show you this one, and then I'm going to call it a night. This is the one of Ryan in the car. So I'm just going to try to stop at a few of them. Right. I'm going to try to stop at a few of them here and show you what I mean. Oh, here we go. See? Now, this, you guys take snapshots because this is the stuff I'm talking about. You know, like this here is what I'm talking about. Pictures like this. Like that's not Ryan. And I want you to look in the car, back here, like look in the car. See? You go slow, you see the sacrifice. It's right here. It's right here. See? Right here. That's not Ryan. See what I'm saying? It's in the middle. Take a picture and you guys send this in as well as I do, because this is someone being sacrificed. The videos from 4 years ago show it really clearly. Right there. It's just a lot going on here, and I think that as we're, working ourselves up towards CrimeCon, I think that my focus, I know, again, it stays on bringing justice to the children by exposing what's beneath the deep fake and by telling their story so they get justice. You see, there's something in here. See, it's all this craziness. This is what I mean by craziness. There's all this craziness. And then to get into what's between the craziness, is where I could get images and answers. So here's this. See how it's kind of nice to see it live from the video other than flat photos, because there's something about a live video. Like right here is, these are elements. And what's in the car is elements. And you look right in here. Right here, the head is in the square. Right here. So when you look at these squares, I like when I stop on like the gray or the darker outside. See how the white goes dark and light? When you get the gray, like when this here is gray and this is gray, other than white, those are the frames in between. That's where you get these elements. They pop up more so than in the white. The dark ones are there really well. But you want to go into the smaller frame. See, like now how the head is laying down? See? See, there's a lot of like kookiness, and that's why it's so easy to go into his videos, because it's the more kookiness there is, the better for me to get you guys images. They're all in here. See, this I feels like, it feels so feminine. Like it does. It like feels a little feminine in here. See what's on the head? See? It's just very wrong. But it's between here. It's what's between the frames. So understand, he gives a lot of opportunity for frames to be placed. His videos do the most, because there's just so much of this movement. See, look at that's just, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's not him. So it's between the frame. Yeah, it seems feminine, right? But you see that this is in here. It's right, it's in here. It's right there. And the car is not the normal car. And then it changes, see? Just gives a lot of opportunity. Right in those, right in here. A lot of them in here. The hands. There's the heart in the hand. Right here. There's a lot in here. But, this, I think you guys get the gist. And you see live, like how this works. They're just right in there. You can see them. You just have to stop on them. That's all. It's just stopping on them. And it's really tough to stop on them. It's not like so easy. Because it's not supposed to be easy. They don't want to make it easy. But I know what I see. And I'm sticking to it. I know what I see, and I'm sticking to it. It's all in here. And if, in fact, the law enforcement or the FBI or whoever the fuck wants to do this, they have the vehicles to, the vehicle and the equipment to go in here and go get it themselves. It's easy for them. That's what they do. You just go in. It's right in there. That's called a victim. See? That's one frame, and then that's the next. There, boom, and then that's what's next. And they're just totally different. And you're not supposed to have that shit in your mouth. But they're not stopping it. And they're not looking into it. But there are different elements of people in here. The stuff in the car shows different information on whatever frame you stop on. And that's not normal. See? This is your sacrifice back here. That's not there throughout the whole entire video. This is not there. It's not. It's something that is put in there. This is put in there. See? There, not there, there, and then it changes. And there's someone getting the shit kicked out of them and under here. That's not Ryan. And whoever this is under here is getting the shit kicked out of him. You see? See? You cannot tell me that this is Ryan Upchurch. This shows the person in the box. Here's your maroon box. Blue, white, maroon, red, all the colors are there. This is the back of the box, the 5. And this is not his head. This is not him. It's not him. This is the end of the video. Let me move this over. You can see that. Because these are the really good pictures in the corner. But this isn't his hand. But it's between the silliness. See, all back here changes. The back of the car. But it's all in between here. Boom, boom. Somebody's putting it in there. Look at that. That's a freaking chick. Come on, you guys. Like, who is that? These are victims. These are victims. That's not him. It's not him. That's not him. And then it goes away. Look it. See, in between frames. In between frames. Look at that. In between frames. He is the one who brought it up, saying that he knows it's there. So why not talk about it? Look at that. Don't you want to know who that is? It's a victim that's looking for justice. So reminds me of Benny. They're just very similar to me in on many levels. They're very similar to me. The car is all messed up. So this is how it's done, you guys. To get information between layers, it takes patience, but understand that it is there. When it goes from these colors, white to gray like this, it's right in here. So this here, let me show you. I'm going to take a few screenshots of the back of the seat. it's the frames. See how when they're layered they get darker and they change and they get layered, and look how they look. There's truth back here, and that's the part that gets put on the dark web. And they're different. They just are not consistent. So let me blow this up. Brighten it. These are victims that are looking for justice, and this is why they show themselves. You see, there's a reason for what I'm doing here. There's a spirit wants to show themselves, and to the best of my ability, I try to do that. And it's done through the frames between the frames, you guys. So this is a really good way of explaining how this works here, and how it's real, and how spirit works. However they're freaking doing it here for me to help bring justice, this is what they're doing. It's new to me since Summer Moon Wells. I just always thought everyone saw what I saw, and then I was able to dig deep. Well, what I am seeing, you guys, is this. So I'm seeing it. I know it's there, but now I have the opportunity to grab it because these dumb motherfuckers are putting it between the frames. That's all. And what that does is it gives an affirmation to what's happening here. I'm just brightening these up a little for you. This is what's happening. And sacrifice, this is what's being sold and shown on the deep dark web, and making it a multi-billion-dollar company. This is what's happening. And what I want to know is, why is no one talking about it? Why is it so hush-hush? Why is this being covered up? Why is it that we can't call out someone like a Ryan Upchurch and say, this is your video. This is your video. All of this is coming from your video. That's not okay. That's not okay. Same thing with Benny Keys. It's not okay. It's just not. That's what we do here. And that is how we bring justice to the children. And this is how we show the truth. And I'm going to call it a night, you guys. It was worth the wait. You see that this is supposed to be the back of his car? No. That's not him. This isn't you. Let's bring justice to these children, you guys. And I'm going to keep showing it. I'm going to be going back to the videos created by these people 4 to 6 years ago, because this is laid in there in a way that I could really pull it out. I think I'm going to change my cover to this photo because this is very powerful. Very powerful. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for having the patience as I don't show up on when I'm supposed to on my channel. That is why you have got to get notified. Subscribe and get notified. Turn that bell on and smash that up, your thumbs up, of course, on your way out, please. Thank you, Muffin Top, for being a great mod. I'm getting everyone's emails. I love them. Keep them coming. Good night, guys, and go see how the draft was. According to people I hear, they say it's been the best one yet. All right. Oh, congrats, Long Gone. 22 months. Amazing is right. Thank you for your great words. God bless you all. Thank you all. May justice come to these children. We see these victims. We recognize them. We bring them justice just by noticing them and seeing them. Good night, guys.